Microcourse 6, Unit 5, Indigenous Communities' Spirituality and Respect for Nature, a crucial part of climate action. Have you ever thought about what it really means to respect nature? Beyond recycling and reducing waste, what does it mean to truly see nature as an inseparable part of ourselves? In this video, we'll explore the powerful connection Indigenous communities have with the land, the water, and the sky, a connection that has much to teach us about climate action and sustainability. Indigenous communities see the world as deeply interconnected. Everything, from the smallest insect to the mightiest river, is tied together in a web of life. Indigenous philosophy holds that every living thing on earth was created from earth, air, fire, and water, the four elements. Think of it as a profound respect for the natural cycles that sustain all life. This understanding isn't just knowledge, it's a guiding philosophy, a way of life rooted in careful observation, community knowledge, and centuries of experience with the land. What will it mean to adapt even a bit of this philosophy in our own lives? If we saw every resource we used, every drop of water, every tree, every animal as a sacred gift, how will that change the way we interact with our environment? In many indigenous cultures, humans and nature are inseparate. For the Maori in New Zealand, the concept of kaitiakitanga speaks to the responsibility to protect the environment as a way of honoring their ancestors and ensuring a future for generations to come. Similarly, in regions of India, sacred trees have been protected for centuries, and in Bangladesh, wildlife like turtles and crocodiles are safeguarded due to local beliefs. Across the world, from Asia to Africa, mountains, rivers, and forests are seen as sacred beings, homes to spirits or gods that oversee the land. Imagine if we each saw our environment as sacred, deserving of reverence. What if the trees in your local park, the river near your home, or the mountain on the horizon were seen as family, protectors, or even ancestors? Wouldn't we treat them differently? For Indigenous communities, nature isn't a supermarket. It's a giver of life. Nature provides food, water, shelter, medicine, and even guidance. It is a source of culture and identity woven into daily life, tradition, and spirituality. The forests, rivers, and seas are treated with care, only taking what is needed and always ensuring that nature can replenish itself. This philosophy is a powerful form of climate action. It is about living within our means and creating minimal impact, something we call sustainable living in today's language. Could we shift from seeing nature as an endless supply of resources to seeing it as a fragile partner in our survival? What if our personal choices were rooted in the belief that nature should thrive alongside us, not be depleted by us? Indigenous practices are often inherently climate smart. From controlled forest burns in Australia that reduce the risk of wildfires to drought-resistant farming in Zimbabwe, these practices are rooted in traditional wisdom and help preserve natural balance. In Thailand's lower Songkhram River Basin, spiritual beliefs about natural gods ensure that wetlands are protected and respected, supporting local biodiversity and climate resilience. These approaches remind us that sustainable, effective climate solutions can be simple and intuitive. Could we learn from these practices? What if more of our conservation efforts were led by indigenous wisdom rather than modern quick fixes? Science and tradition both tell us that planting trees is one of the most effective ways to mitigate climate change. But it's not just about planting trees. It's about planting the right trees in the right place and with the right care. Indigenous communities have always known this. In Suriname, indigenous people created the Southern Suriname Conservation Corridor, protecting 7.2 million hectares of rainforest. Their initiative serves as a powerful reminder of how traditional knowledge can shape effective climate action. Imagine what our climate efforts would look like if every tree planted was part of a deeper relationship with the land. What if we didn't just plant trees but planted community, heritage, and resilience? The wisdom passed down by indigenous communities is a legacy, a blueprint for survival that our world desperately needs. It teaches us respect, balance, and interdependence. Yet, as modern society moves forward, we risk losing this invaluable knowledge. By preserving and mainstreaming indigenous knowledge, we are not just respecting culture, we are preserving the most time-tested methods of living sustainably on this planet. Could we make space for this knowledge in our own communities, in our educational systems, and in our environmental policies? What would our world look like if we learned to view the planet through the eyes of those who have sustained it for thousands of years? Indigenous spirituality and respect for nature aren't just cultural expressions, they are a call to action. They are a roadmap for living with nature, not against it. Let's honor these philosophies by making respect for nature a core part of our own lives. Let's see our earth as a sacred home we share, not only with each other, but with our future generations. So, what will you do today to show respect for the natural world? How can you bring a bit of indigenous wisdom into your daily life? Let's make the greatest climate action we can take be rooted in humility, respect, and the spirit of protection. Because in protecting nature, we protect ourselves. Thank you for watching. Join us in learning from indigenous wisdom and embracing nature as a sacred partner in our climate journey. This publication was made possible through the funding provided by Global Affairs Canada under the Empowering Women and Girls project. The Commonwealth of Learning wishes to thank the contributors to this video: Kuntal D, Sunday Hits, Francis Ferreira, Cyrus Kivuva, and Collins Omondi.